Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om. Let there be peace, happiness and hope in the hearts of all. So today is a very special holy occasion, Easter Sunday. Easter is the celebration of the resurrection of Jesus from the tomb of the third day after his crucifixion. This ideal of Jesus, his sacrifices, his compassion, his mercy, and his concern for the whole humanity has guided, taught, and inspired millions of people all over the world for the last 2000 years. His teachings have influenced even people who do not necessarily belong to the Christian tradition. Great men who were born outside the Christian tradition like Mahatma Gandhi, Dr. Radhakrishnan, Swami Vivekananda, and several other great men in different parts of the non-Christian world have drawn inspiration from the teachings of Jesus Christ. It is a symbol of all that we value and consider to be the holiest in human character: compassion, mercy, sacrifice, love, and the willingness to take over the other person's sins and show compassion to the whole humanity, looking upon the whole humanity as one spiritual family. Today, this year, we are celebrating Easter on a very special occasion. We are in the midst of a lockdown. We are facing a most unprecedented kind of pandemic which has forced the whole world, whole humanity to stay at home, keeping one away from the other. But this is also an opportunity for us to think of something that goes beyond the world, that goes beyond the world of senses. It is also a golden opportunity for us to connect with something transcendental, the great spiritual ideal manifested in the life of Jesus. The suffering, the heroism, the sacrifices, the dedication and the hardship faced by thousands and thousands of health workers in this country and elsewhere, in a way represent the best that Easter has to teach us. It also helps us to establish a partnership with God, because suffering and hardships strengthen and test our faith in God. It consolidates our belief that there is something beyond this world, beyond the world of senses. The Hindu tradition, there is this great devotional ideal of prapatti, sharanagati as they call in Sanskrit language. It is a symbol, it is the ideal of self-surrender to the will of God. So once we look upon all these problems, critical times, as part of an ongoing process of evolution of the world, then we will be able to take it in our stride. Even the times in which Jesus lived were not completely a peaceful era. It had its own problem, the Roman Empire, the wars, the bloodshed, the persecution, the crucifixions taking place all over the Roman Empire, all the way from Jordan to Hadrian Wall. So you find that problems and hardships always existed at all times in all eras in the history of human civilization. But this particular age has one speciality. Whatever happens will happen the entire globe, the whole humanity. But this is, as I mentioned earlier, also an opportunity for us to think of something beyond. We may have succeeded in making our life more comfortable, making use of the fruits of science and technology. But in the process, we have also made our own life unbearable by doing great injustice to the environment, to the ecosystem in which we live or which we are a part. Science and technology can give us knowledge and power. It can make our life comfortable. It can help us to travel much more with greater comfort, with greater speed. We are able to put all the 5 elements at our beck and call. But science and technology cannot give us the wisdom that is essential to make proper use of the fruits, of the powers, of the knowledge, of the blessings of nature. For that we need blessings from God. In fact, that's one of the lessons we have to remember in these difficult times. Jesus lived in a time, in an era, when science and technology were not so highly developed. But he is a symbol of some of the greatest human values which we collectively call spiritual wisdom. Once we have the spiritual wisdom, then we will know how to make proper use of the fruits of the powers of science and technology. And we will know how to avoid making improper use of the marvelous powers of nature. So, the present pandemic, in a way, we should not lose sight of that hard, unpleasant truth. The present pandemic or epidemic is, in a way, is a byproduct of human mischief. When we do not do justice to the earth retaliates. When we do not treat nature with compassion and love, and with a sense of gratitude for all that nature, the Mother Nature gives us, then there will be reactions. So this is an opportunity for us to look beyond the transient nature of worldly comforts, to look towards the spiritual ideal of Jesus, who taught us to live in close proximity with nature, which we in Sanskrit we call rhythm, the interrelatedness, the mutual harmony, the essential spiritual unity and oneness of creation. So, at this solemn occasion, when we are celebrating Easter, one of the most, if not the most, sacred, holy celebration in the Christian tradition, as a monk who happened to be born in a non-Christian tradition, which respects and reveres great spiritual teachers of all traditions, I take this opportunity to remember with gratitude, appreciation and admiration the dedication, the heroism, the sacrifices, the hardships and the personal courage of our health workers, the doctors, the nursing staff, and the innumerable other men and women who make our life safe by taking our burden on their shoulders. And all those dedicated people who are working in different sectors, in the health sector, in the hospitals, in the nursing institutions, in the grocery stores, in the transportation, who make it comfortable for us, relatively speaking, to stay safe and stay indoors. So this is the spiritual heroism of Jesus that we remember. And all these great men and women, all these dedicated, self-sacrificing men and women, those who work in the the health workers in the hospitals and those who work in different areas, they echo the spiritual heroism and the compassion of Jesus, whom we remember on this holy occasion. Thank you and a happy Easter. And let God bless all of us. Let God keep all of us safe in these difficult, trying times. Thank you. Namaste, Namaskar. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Sri Ramakrishna Pranamastu. Om peace, peace, peace to everyone. Thank you.